People, all right. That was one to forget. What a day! Felt like I was hanging out at my mother-in-law's house. Although she likes me, but you know what I mean. All right, so look again. This is not a perfect chart, but again, it was impossible for us to tell if the high was early or the low was early, but now we know that's a chop day, range bound day. So because of that strong QQQ finish, I am going to be slapping calls at the gate. Now, let me pull up QQQ real quick here. The only thing I messed up on that was my entry on the swing. Shit. Come on, man. Come on, man! Here. I have 5 computer screens in a hotel room bathroom, so... Look. Alright, so... If you use smart money contracts... Alright. This is where they faked me out today. Was this. Okay. I mean, that is a falling knife. Yeah, I didn't know that that was going to be the low. Okay? I had it later on in the day, as you know. Doesn't matter that the seasonality chart isn't, picture perfect, but it is of great help. So I longed on this buy signal. So as you can see, that was the pre-market low. We also had a huge bounce off of it. So the contracts are green. I just thought, this just sucked. I played 0 DTEs up, sold half, I think, on the break of 9 or 21. So it's kind of a dud. But this is a perfect example of a 0 DTE trade, right? But the swing, so what I'm looking at here, I know this is really Picasso-esque. It is something like this, and if it can get some fuel, get up to there, and that position's gonna be absolute fire. Okay, why do I like QQQ? It was lagging all day compared to SPY, and I had gone in trying to play SPY, but SPY left me, okay, in the dust. I really like, and I'm glad we got that into close. Let me zoom in for you, some MACD beauty, let's use that word. See here, and the RSI, and I like this. I like those green divergence, but most of all, what I really like is to see, and thank you Aaron Zoid for those dark pool prints that you posted. That's awesome. So I mean, this is a huge volume candle, the biggest of the day by far in the close of the rebalancing on tech. The reason I'm in QQQ is it has had 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in a row, and its top is 387, and we closed at 376, right? Compare that to SPY. SPY had SPY is what, $2 off of its top. So the tomorrow with Microsoft earnings and the Google earnings, you would think that they at least trap the bulls, so we could ride that up. Microsoft got some. I mean, look here again, smart money contracts, right? For all you new people, this is the demand zone. This is where you buy. This is where you sell. Okay, so I've never seen this shit in a while. So it's chopping in the demand zone, right? One of the biggest tech names. Apple, and this is a perfect example of rebalancing, right? Sold top of the demand zone on the 5-minute, popped off, or the supply zone popped off of the demand zone. Very rarely have I ever seen a stock go from here to here in a day. And if you look at the 1 hour of Apple, you'll see that it spent most of the day basing here on the mid zone. Okay, so that's why I'm in QQQ. Now, should I have held my Tesla 295s off of this here? Yeah, but I took profit. All right, whatever. We got Carvana. Is this gonna make a cup and handle? Very possible. I love stocks that just do crazy shit. Hood did not like that Citadel news, but again, this is the 5 minute. It's been basing all day. So once you look at on the 1 hour, you will see this trend line coming down. It's rejected every single time. So they just use that news. Citadel doesn't really affect Robinhood's business, but they used it. But there was also buyers, and you know, basing here, I can see here maybe tomorrow we could break this line. That would be awesome. It could squeeze. Walmart, look, doesn't like me. Stopped me out here, then went to, or no, stopped me out here, then went to highs. People chase it. Walmart goes opposite of the market, so it dumped into close. But again, you see here from demand zone to supply zone, round trip. Okay, I'm in JD. Why? I'm thinking crazy ass lotto. I think I'm in 43s here. If it could break into this zone, I'm not playing up here. But China had sticks all over the place today. I know that Double JW is in Boeing, and I wish him the best. I hope it kicks ass. The thing that also faked me out this morning, look, I'd been traveling all yesterday, and then we get this wick into the gap, and I was like, it didn't feel all the way, but if you see, there's a wick right there, so it is a very, very small remaining whatever that is not a lot. So we'll see. I would hope that they drive QQQ up tomorrow. It would be really awesome. Otherwise, I will have to sit on my hands a little bit and wait to see what's going on, because I don't want to get chopped up. I was not in Rivian today. Nvidia, let's look where it's chopping on the 1 hour. Not the strongest name. It's kind of in the middle, weak of both supply and demand. I do like the TTM on it. Tesla, just the epic move, is gonna go higher. Apple, you know, look at this chart. Like, what do you make of this? It's again, if you remember last week, Microsoft got this exit liquidity move, as did Apple. So we'll see what they do with tech here. Rebalancing's over. But Dixie chopped all day, but stopped there at a double. So hopefully we get a double top and we get a reversal tomorrow. On the daily, it really looks like it might want that 21, as I've been warning about. But again, it's a lot to look after. VIX, I like that it closed to the downside. That doesn't look very bullish. 10-year yield though, chugger all day above our yellow trend line, stopped underneath our magic level there, 3.8. We'll have to see what it does. Above that line, I'm not interested in calls, but it might go over tomorrow, and then it's a FOMC thing. I'm in this just because KRE, I mean, this is really what messed me up today. Wasn't a lot of people looking at this. You know, I sold here on Friday at open. What a move. KRE obviously pumped SPY today, as did oil. That's why you got that weird chop, because SPY has so many different sectors in it. The tick all over the place all day. This day was really designed just to eat premiums. Now, let's see here. Bear with me for a sec. Let's go to flow trade here. All right, so what do we got? We got a clear dark pool buy there. And as you see, they loaded QQQ all day. Also in SPY, they did sell off IWM. No, this is Verizon. Shit, my bad. I'm so used to it being there, my bad. They kind of offloaded here, and you can see on the times that probably went into SPY. But this QQQ flow is pretty epic. And even on the 50-minute, you see there's major flow going into here. And the dark pool on the 50-minute is not too bad either. Sure dipped a little, but that dip was bought, so maybe we get a cup and a handle here. I'll be on the lookout for that. SPY, they were pumping KRE. I'm telling you, this is one of the worst days to trade. So if you weren't red as a baboon's ass, good job. So we got that right. As far as the traded ticks flow, okay, I don't like that, but that could have been some weird rotation. Still a lot of puts. Obviously, I'm leaning heavier on tech regaining here. And also, as far as the calendar, there's a few interesting things. The German info tonight, Redbook pre-market, and then we got housing data tomorrow. Inflation rate in Australia tomorrow after hours is really interesting. And then obviously Wednesday is the big day. So for all new traders, I still think look, my weekly, again, oh, Jesus, how are these freaking computer screens? My weekly range on SPY, or SPX rather, is, let me pull it up, I did post it. I got a 4,500 low, I got a 4,600 high, and a 4,560 close. So if we get a pop tomorrow on SPX and maybe reject this trend line early on, because we're still above the fuckery line, this is the top line. If we get there by tomorrow and reject, or later tomorrow, I would hope early on so I can sell my QQQ calls, or even if we get a double top, I think Wednesday down, whatever, FOMC Thursday, and it would be cool. Remember, we have on the chart, we have a double bottom. I mean, we might not see that. We might only get what we got today, which would, I mean, it's really high up, man. It's really tricky this week. Again, I'm going to stick to my plan and long late Thursday and not jump in early like I did today. Although I'm very pleased that QQQ did that miraculous return at the end, so we're above buy level. Now we will see what this rotation means by tomorrow morning. Okay? And Microsoft has earnings tomorrow. I'm not gonna touch it. IB is gonna be juiced. And post anything that you guys see in the chat. Maybe there's gonna be a bunch of info coming out later today. I'm gonna be very, very cautious tomorrow to play anything at all. If it's gonna be, if we're gonna be chopping, I am literally only interested in 5-minute supply and demand zone hits. I mean, look at this. From here, 543. That's a $1 range. Okay? That's all I'm interested in tomorrow. I like this. I like that. I do like the MA setups. The thing I'm most excited about is the QQQ 2-hour MACD cross, because last time we had it to the upside was down here at 366, and then it ran all the way to the top. I mean, bagged plenty of people on the way, but I'm just saying that is a loaded move. And that is going to be it for today. It's a very, very tricky week. We need to get through these earnings. We need to get through FOMC. All I'm waiting on is the full moon rally of a PCE. I think that is definitely going to materialize. We still haven't seen the low of my SPX weekly range. Even today, the closest we came was right at open, was still 45 points off. So my range is down. Ooh, let's not move that. The bottom of the weekly range is actually here. So there is a possibility, if we get a big sell. I do have it on Thursday. What's throwing me off again on this is that we have a double bottom. That's throwing me off. So tomorrow is a clear up day. Wednesday in the close of Thursday looks like a short. I kind of want to just take in the money puts for Friday at Wednesday and do nothing and let them juice, and then sell them at close and grab calls for Friday. That's kind of what I want to do. I'm not digging this chop whatsoever, and it's all over the place. It's like heavy instant rotation, even though we had a green ball D-Day. Okay? So with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's hope that our QQQ gaps up. God bless. Love yourself. Love your family.